Hi friend, my name is Abhimanyu Bhattacharjee and as you all know I'm a booktuber and I'm making video on this book. The name of this book is Practice of Brahmacharya. And friends, as I always say, this book is this long and I cannot make this full book in one video. So what I'm doing is that I'm making each and every topic on each and every video so you can understand it in a better way, friends. Okay. And friends, what I'm doing is that I'm giving number to each and every video. So if you come sequence wise 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll understand it in a better way. Apart from seeing 18 video, 20 video, 43 video, there's quite possibility that you get confused, friends. Okay. And friends, if you have any doubt, you can directly ask me in the comment section because I do see the comments and I give answer to each and every comment, friends. Okay. And friends, you can also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Abhimanyu Bhattacharjee 1906. So I will spell it for you, friends. Okay. It's ABHIMANYU 1906. And friends, before proceeding further, I would like to tell you do subscribe my channel, like the video, press the bell icon. So whenever I update a new video, you will get a notification, friends. Okay. So friends, in our last video, I have covered the topic called the woe of Brahmacharya. This topic, right? So in our today's video, I'm starting a new chapter that is glory of Brahmacharya, and the topic is Brahmacharya, a sin qua non. So this is the topic. So and this is 17th number video, friends. Okay, and I will start. Okay, and the topic is Brahmacharya, a sin qua non. So this is the topic. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling here, a man has degraded himself to a great degree by becoming a puppet of passion. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling, today a human being have become a puppet of passion, right? And they have degraded themselves to a very low level by becoming a puppet of passion. Alas, he has become an imitative machine. He has lost the power of discrimination. He has sunk into the most object form of slavery. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling human being have lost the power of discrimination to discriminate what is correct, what is wrong, and he has also sunk into the most object of slavery. So he have become a slave of his internal organ today. What a lamentable plight indeed, if he wishes to regain his lost divine and Brahmic glory. His whole being must be transformed. His sex desire must be completely transmuted. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling, at present today human being have degraded up to a very lower level. If he want to get successful in his life and he want to get whatever he have lost in his life, it is very important for him to is to follow Brahmacharya, so that by Brahmacharya he have to leave the desire of the sex, and by that he can gain his lost knowledge, whichever knowledge he have lost through in the passion of lust. By entertaining sublime divine thought and practice of regular meditation, transmutation of sex desire is a very potent, efficiency and satisfactory way of realizing internal bliss. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling, to get the internal bliss apart from doing sexual activity, what we can do is we can do meditation. So by doing meditation we can go at a complete bliss, and we can easily throw the sexual desire out of our body by simply doing meditation. Brahmacharya is the very foundation of yoga. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling that Brahmacharya is a foundation of yoga. Just as a house that is built on the rotten foundation will surely fall down, so also you will fall down from your meditation if you have not laid properly the foundation, viz the entertainment of perfect Brahma, the attainment of perfect Brahmacharya. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling, as if as a rotten foundation of a house is not strong, that house will definitely fall down. In the same way, if a person doesn't follow the proper Brahmacharya, he is going to fall down in his life. So it is very important for a person is to follow the proper Brahmacharya so that he could easily get success in his life. You must meditate for a period of 12 years and yet you will have no success in samadhi. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling we should meditate for a period of 12 years, and if we do that we so we are going to have no success in the samadhi. So this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. If you have not destroyed the subtle lust or the craving seed that lingers in the innermost recesses of your lust, that lies in the hidden in various corner of the mind. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling it is very important to destroy the lust which hides in our body in different form, and which is very important to destroy it from our body and to follow the practice of brahmacharya, because following the practice of brahmacharya is going to give a very big benefit in our life in many such ways. You can detect its presence only if you are vigilant. Intense self examination is very necessary. Just as a powerful enemy can be conquered only if you attack them from all the sides. So, here Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us that it is very important to eradicate lust from our life, and then only we can get success in our life. And it is very important as if you want to win an enemy, right? There is an enemy and we want to win that enemy, then what we need to do is we need to conquer that, we need to attack the enemy from all the sides, right? Then only we can easily win that enemy. Okay, so what we need to do is that we need to follow meditation and each and every practice which Swami Sivananda ji have said us regarding this. Okay friends, okay, and it is very much important for us to follow the practice of brahmacharya. This Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this video. So also you can keep the powerful senses under form without from above the from the bench. So we need to have control over the powerful senses, and we need to give a direction to this energy in a different way, friends. So this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. You must not labor under the delusion that you have eradicated the lust completely by adjusting the diet a bit, by practicing pranayama and by doing japa. So here Swami Sivananda is telling by just doing little japa and little controlling over the diet and bit, we should not be in the delusion that we have conquered lust, because it is not going to happen, and this is not easy, right? This much easy, but it can be happened by practice. So this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. And then thinking you have nothing to do, temptation or mara may overcome you at any moment. So if we do all this thing, little bit japa, little bit meditation and little bit control over food, and we think that we have conquered lust and it cannot be havi, that it cannot be affect us, we are completely wrong, friends. It won't happen, and any time, any point of time, we can easily lust can attack us. So it is very important for us to practice the follow up brahmacharya. Eternal vigilance and rigorous sadhana are very essential. So yes, Swami Sivananda is telling eternal vigilance and rigorous sadhana are very essential for us. You cannot attain perfect brahmacharya by limited effort. So we cannot attain perfect brahmacharya by limited effort. So our effort should be very much. We should have a quest from inside that we need to practice the follow up brahmacharya, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. Just as a machine gun is necessary to kill a powerful enemy, so also constant, vigorous, powerful sadhana is necessary to annihilate the powerful enemy of lust. So here Swami Sivananda is telling as a machine gun is required to conquer an enemy, in the same way to conquer the powerful lust, sadhana is required, and it is very important for all of us is to do sadhana in our life to get successful in the practice of brahmacharya. Okay, friends, so this is Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. So let's see what Swami Sivananda ji is telling to further us in this topic. You must not have false contentment of your little success in brahmacharya. So yes, Swami Sivananda ji is telling if we are little bit successful in brahmacharya, we should not have a false contentment that we have success in brahmacharya and lust cannot attack us any point of life. So this type of thing we should not have in our mind. You must not be puffed up with pride for your little achievement in celibacy. So we should not be in pride, right? Little bit if we achieve celibacy, we should not be pride about it. I achieved celibacy. If you are put to test, you will hopelessly fail. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling, if you are put in a test, hopelessly you are going to fail in the test, right? You must be ever conscious of your shortcomings, and you must constantly strive to get rid of them. So we must consciously uh, must ever consciously your shortcomings. So we must little we need to go, and we need to follow the celibacy, and we need to follow whatever Swami Sivananda ji have said us, each and everything in the celibacy. Then only we can easily follow celibacy. And pride should not at all come in our life, that we should not go in pride at any point of time, that yes, we have achieved celibacy, now we can do anything. No, it's not like that. Highest effort is necessary, then only you will have sanguine success in this direction. So your highest effort is necessary, so then only you will have a sanguine success in this direction, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. It is easy to tame a tiger or a lion or an elephant. It is easy to play with a cobra. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling it is very easy to tame a tiger, lion or elephant, and even it is easy to play with a cobra, king cobra. It is easy to walk over fire and drink the water of the ocean. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling it is very much easy to walk on fire and drink the water of the ocean. It is easy to uproot the Himalayas. It is easy to get victory over battlefield. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling it is very much easy to uproot the Himalaya, to take Himalaya. It is very easy to get victory in the battlefield. Also, we can very easily get victory, but it is difficult to eradicate lust. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling it is very difficult to eradicate lust. All these things are very easy, but to eradicate lust from our life, it is very difficult. But you need not despair even a bit. Have faith in God. So, in His name and His grace. So, here Swami Sivananda is telling you must not get distressed, and you should have faith in God and His name and His grace, and everything nice will happen in our life, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. Lust cannot be completely uprooted from the mind except by the grace of the Lord. So Swami Sivananda is telling here, lust cannot be easily uprooted from our mind apart from the grace of the God. So it is very important for us to have a grace of the God. Then only we can uproot the lust from our life very easily. You are bound to succeed if you have faith in Him. So Swami Sivananda is telling, if we have faith in God, we are bound to succeed, and we will succeed in our life, friends. Okay. Now you can destroy lust in the twinkling of an eye. So now, as we have faith in God, we can destroy the lust in twinkling, like a blinking of our eyes. In that way, we can destroy lust from our life. So this Swami Sivananda is telling to us in this topic. The Lord makes a dumb man to speak, a lame man to asleep to ascend a step hill. So here Swami Sivananda is telling Lord makes a lame man also to ascend a step of a hill. Mere human effort alone will not suffice. So only the human effort alone is not going to suffice, friends. Okay, the divine grace is needed. God help those who help themselves. So this is a very big statement. The divine help is needed, and God helps only to those who help themselves. So if we are not helping us, God is also not going to help us. And if we help us, God will help us 100%. If you do total self surrender, Mother Prakriti herself does the sadhana. So if we little bit also do self surrender, so Mother Prakriti herself starts doing sadhana behalf of us, friends. Okay. So this Swami Swananda ji is telling to us in this topic. The senses are very turbulent. The powerful virus that causes syphilis, it is Syphilis, is attacked on all sides by the doctor by various contrivances such as inaction or local rubbing, injection, mixture, powder, etc. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling our senses are very turbulent. The powerful virus which causes damage in our body, still it can be healed by injection, mixture, powder, and in very different ways. So also senses must be controlled by the various methods such as so here Swami Sivananda is telling our senses should also have been controlled by various methods. Now see what method he is telling. Fasting, restriction in diet, pranayama, japa, kirtana, meditation. So these are the various methods to control the lust. That is fasting, restriction in diet, pranayam, japa, and kirtan. It is very important. Meditation, vichara, or enquiry of who am I. So this is also a very important enquiry of who am I, from where have I came, where I will go. So these things are very important to conquer the feeling of the lust in our life, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. Pra Pratihara or abstraction, Dhamma or self restraint, asana, bandhas, mudras, hatha yogic exercise. So this all are very important. Like pratyahara, abstraction, hatha yogic exercise, thought control, destruction of vasana, etc. So controlling our thought, destruction, and even vasana. These are the very important thing in our life, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. So this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us. Now let's see what he is telling further. A glutton can never dream of becoming a brahmachari. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling a glutton cannot never cannot even dream of becoming a brahmachari. Control of tongue is a sin qua non. So control of tongue is a sin qua non. Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. If you want to observe the vow of brahmacharya, there is a intimate connection between the tongue and the organ of the generation. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling, if we want to follow brahmacharya, it is very important to control the tongue. That is it is have a great connection between the brahmacharya and our tongue. Tongue is the organ of knowledge. It is born of the sattvic portion of water tan mantra. So Swami Sivananda is telling this tongue is the sattvic portion of the knowledge, and it is born from the water tan mantra. The organ of generation is an organ of action. So Swami Sivananda is telling here the organ of generation is the organ of action. It is born of the rajasic portion of the water Tana mantra. So which is born from the rajasic portion of Tana mantra. They are sisters organ as source in the same. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling these are the sister organ of same source, right? If the tongue is stimulated with rajasic food, at once the reproductive organ get excited. So here Swami Sivananda ji is telling if this tongue is stimulated with rajasic food, then our reproductive organs is going to get excited, right? There should be selection and restriction in diet. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling to follow brahmacharya. It is very important that our what you call our life should have a selection and restriction over the diet. The food of a brahmachari must be a simple, blend, spiceless, non-irritating, and non-stimulating. So yes, Swami Sivananda ji is telling the food of a brahmachari should be non-irritated, not stimulated, and non-bland. Right? Modernation in food is very necessary. So moderation in food is very necessary for our brahmachari friends. Okay. So this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. Stuffing the stomach is highly deleterious. So stuffing our stomach is highly deleterious in the follower practice of brahmacharya. Fruits are highly beneficial. You should take food only when you are really hungry. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling fruits are very essential, and we should only eat fruits when we are hungry. The stomach will deceive you sometimes. You may have false hunger. So our stomach is going to deceive us sometimes. We may have sometimes a false hunger. When you sit for taking meals, you will have no appetite and no relish. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling, when we'll sit to take meals, we are not going to have any appetite or not the relish, friends. Okay. Dietic restriction and fasting are very useful auxiliaries of controlling the carnal mind and in the attainment of brahmacharya. So Swami Sivananda ji is telling, dietic things are very important for the controlling of the cardinal of the mind and the attainment of brahmacharya, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. You should not ignore or make light of them on any account. So we should not ignore and we should not make light of them in any account, friends. Okay, so this Swami Sivananda ji is telling to us in this topic. So friends, this brings to end of our this chapter. This today, in our today's video, I was covering the topic called glory of brahmacharya. In glory of brahmacharya, I was covering brahmacharya, a sin qua non. So this topic, so which came to an end. And friends, in our next video, I'm going to cover the topic of importance of brahmacharya, friends. Okay, this topic I'm going to cover. So friends, as I always say, this book is this long and I cannot make this full book in one video. So what I'm doing is that I'm making each and every topic on each and every video. So this brings to end of today's video. I'll be meeting you in the next video, friends. Okay, till then, goodbye. Take care. I'll meet you in the next video. Okay, till then, goodbye.